Ooh. Hi everyone, welcome in to yet another lovely steak stream. I am Steak. Hope we're all doing pretty good today. Hope you're finding the joy in the world. You know, that's important. I myself am finding joy in the trip I'm going on this weekend with some buddies. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a little bummed that it happened during the April 19th protest that's being planned this weekend. That's just unfortunate timing. I planned this trip like several months ago, and April 19th was a day announced, I think, the day after the last protest, April 5th, April 6th or so. So I'll just have to catch the next one. As I think every other American should be trying to do if they do not have other obligations or don't have reason to fear going to a protest right now. But this is not heavy political streams. That's all I'm going to say on that. We are continuing Honkai Star Rail for a few hours today before I head out for that said trip. Just a few hours. I'm sorry about that. A little behind. You can tell my hair is actually still fairly wet, less floofy than it is usually, because I did just get out of the shower basically and dry off as quick as I could. So I could do this because I did, you know, in hindsight, I probably should have just taken Thursday off too. But I said I was going to stream Thursday morning, and by golly, I have missed enough streams I have scheduled myself. It's about time I hit the streams I schedule. So that's what we were doing. We were a man of our word. We're a little late, but we are streaming, so that's a dub. We got a few hours ahead of us. I guess we don't need to do the high roll. Doesn't really fit because we're not rolling today. Sticks yet? Because I actually don't know if we're going to get to Sticks yet today, but I'd like to. I want to see the new zones. I mean, technically we are in the new zone. We're technically in Dawn Cloud, so we are seeing a new zone. Man, Cafe is looking so cool close up. I want to go to the other new zone. I want to go to the sad new zone. The one that's flooded and such. That's true. It's very true. Relatable even. What is this? This is one of those memory shard things? It is. Titan's Echoes. Talenton, Scale of Justice. Punishing the unjust, balancing discord with law. Those who think they can evade judgment do not realize the scale measures all transgressions. Curious. Divine Echo of Law. So last time we did a lot with Anaxa. We found out he's doing some weird stuff with the Titans and finding out some hidden truths of this world. Like that the Chrysosairs and the gods may be a cycle, potentially. And now we are playing as the Trailblazer once more and going to meet up with Aglaya. Inside the Demigod Council. It looks like the...
carefully into Lent and above, as the Theos
Oh, it's Lygus? Okay.
I have observed.
What has he observed?
Virtuous citizens of Akama, fine and Navides, Elysiae, and the Outlander are heading toward us.
Is that okay? Are we allowed to do that? Like, why are you announcing it to the whole world?
What happened here?
I know about the poisonous fangs of that king snake through the golden threads.
Is that what she's calling Anaxa?
I would be confident about keeping her in check, but I admit I am now unable to do so.
Her? Okay, so the king snake, I guess, is kindness. I'd rather she insult kindness than our fellow Chrysos here.
What do you mean?
It is no longer about eloquence or arguments. I have been a demigod for far too long that I hardly have any humanity left. Before I realized it, I have become no different from these hypocrites. No longer capable of relating to the people.
No, Aglaya.
This has come a lot sooner than I expected. But perhaps it is time. I need you to step up, Finan.
Whoa.
In order for me to retreat behind the scenes.
Finan? The Kevin XP becoming a leader? Curious.
Yes, this is my duty, but...
It is far easier for the Council of Elders to fool many than just fool one person. Their so-called more support is no more than a ruse to distribute power using words instead of lances. There is no glory in winning this debate. But that makes having respect for humans so much more priceless. Finan, You are a Chrysos heir without flaw.
Damn.
Capable of relating deeply with humans.
That's why she called him flawless, considering you failed the trial, but sure. Hey, Rachel, thanks for checking in. Just in time to see some booba. Sorry we're not playing with Polker today.
I appreciate what you've taught me, Aglaya. I hope we'll live up to your expectations and win this debate.
I hope you're doing well and that your company gives you Good Friday off for free without having you take a vacation day. Because whether you're religious or not, 3-day weekend's always welcome. Who's this dude? Yeah, I was gonna say, that's not kindness, that's for sure. Oh, guys, how you gonna support her? She got an evil villain laugh and everything. For once, yes, we have off for Good Friday. For once? Is this like a new policy? Does your place not usually give Friday off?
Oh, you've done well, Lord Calictus. Let me take over and personally close this debate.
Who the heck is Lord Calictus? Did we just have a time skip? What just happened? Was there like a debate between Lord Calictus and Final we didn't see? What's happening? I feel like I just like blinked and we went to a vastly different scene. It is, we used to have a client that wants to be available on Good Friday for literally no reason. Boo! Boo that client! Boo! I am sorry I have to spend the day moving furniture though, that is rough. But, at least you get to do that on a Friday instead of a Saturday. There is something to that.
Dearest counselors, let it be known that I sorely miss the blissful times portrayed in lyrical poems. Back then, Amphorius was home to nearly 1,000 cities.
How you miss it?
Each
You
with
weren't even
their
there.
own local faith, while gods walked the earth and shared close bonds with humans.
Now you're gonna miss something you never freaking knew. Joe. Sammer looking cause spoilers, very fair, very valid. But thank you for the lurk, Sammer. I appreciate you greatly. I hope you're doing well.
Yet, in the present, people from all over are forced to leave their homeland to seek refuge in the holy city, where they hope to rest under Kephaly's protection. All of us have long been in the same boat, with no way out of this plight.
Well, we got a first disagreement. There is a way out, the Era Nova.
We didn't have a choice in the past, but now the Council of Elders brings to the table a new possibility. All I have left is one question for you.
What's that actual possibility, though?
Would you rather strive toward the unheard of Era Nova, or return to the prosperous Era Chrysia of our past? Make your choice.
But, like, also, what the fuck is she even saying? Like, what's the plan to return to Era Chrysia? Because if the Council of Elders have a way to get rid of the Black Fog, I am happy to go with them. But this is just feeling like some Make America Great Again critique at the moment. This is some, we don't want to go into the future, we want to return to good times that never even really existed in the first place. Yeah, okay, bro.
Now, which of the two would lead mortals to an ideal future?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like neither of these are bad. They are bad. I mean, she's gonna have a retort to this one, but this is just betrayal. So I mean, we have to stand by Era Nova. Oh, he would say stuff. No. Also, why are we doing like? Where's our debate mode? Give us back the debate mode that we had for like a few events, especially the O'Malley one. Why are we not using that for a literal debate? But like, it's like we're doing a pseudo version. I don't know. I hate it. I want the debate mode back. Era Nova is a path of salvation that God's promised. We should not have doubts in the flame chase journey.
We all know that Era Chrysia is a thing of the past, Lady Kynus. Please, enlighten me. How does the Council of Elders plan to turn back time?
Thank you for asking the obvious question, Finan.
Let the three Titans of Calamity be born, and Era Chrysia is nevermore. But bring demise to those Titans, and Era Chrysia will descend upon us again.
You want to kill Mighty? I'm gonna get pissed off if she says she wants to kill Mighty. Like, what the hell? Insane play.
Know that the Council of Elders is never one to make empty promises. Look at who we have on
I mean,
our side.
they kind of are though, right? Because, I mean, okay, if they're hoping to get Arachrysia just in Akama, maybe that's some copium. But they're not gonna have the Arachrysia back. The Titans of Calamity are not the cause of the Black Tide. So, the Black Tide would still be an issue.
Anaxagoras, one of the Grove's 7 sages, and Castorice, Idonia's goddess of death.
And I expect this to happen before we go to Styxia. This is definitely
With the
interesting.
help of these 2 heroes, I can promise all of you that Arachrysia will exist once more.
I mean, it still feels like a lie.
Aren't they Chrysos heirs? They're supporting the Council of Elders instead?
Weird.
It's clear from the start that these heroes do not get along well in their group. All the more proof that Aglaia isn't fit to speak on behalf of every Chrysos heir. I am in favor of Arachrysia.
Arachrysia!
Well, of course the Council of Elders are for it.
Arachrysia!
This is problematic. No, not the hand on chest.
Castorice? Why are you standing over there?
You finally arrived, Naxa.
Oh, I guess
So
Aglaia
have
is
you.
butting in at this point.
Cass.
Don't worry, Aglaia. Well, I know that you have many queries. Could you continue to converse like how the citizens normally do?
Tell me, dear citizens, if we successfully retreat and return Thanatos' core flame without anyone passing the Death Titan's trial, what would happen next?
The answer is simple. We will have a chance to rid the world of death and bring Amphorius back to an era when all beings live forever. We'll usher
It's an
in
interesting
a
thought
new
there.
future that will be entirely different from the flame chase journey.
That is interesting, but then I have to wonder, is the Black Tide death or is it something else? Because I feel like Black Tide is more so corruption.
He's one of the 7 sages.
Remember, the Council of Elders are discussing fervently.
Your proposal is much too idealistic. As long as the Black Tide still exists, how can we go back to the old days?
Remember what I previously said? Kefali's core flame is guarded by the secret power of the Council of Elders.
Okay.
Plus, Fagusa's water curtain will be able to block out any external perceptions. Tell me, dear citizens, have any of you ever seen even a glimpse of the threat that this person is talking about anywhere within the walls of this majestic holy city?
Oh wow, Anaxa's really arguing to just wall up. That's crazy. Isn't this just survivorship bias?
If we eliminate death, then there's no
Whoa,
need
whoa,
for us
whoa.
to fear that Flame Reaver.
I didn't say the Flame Reaver one. That's not a response to the option I chose. Cringe. Whatever.
Citizens, let's loudly sing the blessed hymn. Oh, beautiful old world, where are you now? Oh, legendary Arachrysia, return to the mortal realm.
After the destruction of the 3 Titans of Calamity, the Flame Chase journey will have to end.
Well, that seems bad. For our agenda.
This is bad. The masses are now totally riled up.
Anaxa, pray tell. Everything that you've mentioned hinges on the premise that we can find Thanatos' existence, right?
Thank you, Lady Aglaia, for still caring about this city.
Duh.
However,
Okay.
dear citizens, we are truly fortunate and blessed. For Castorice, Idonia's goddess of death, will surely find Thanatos under my guidance.
That's the deal that she made to try and find Thanatos for Jake's sake. Or Stake's sake, I should say. The Trailblazer's
What?
sake.
With that, I solemnly promise that the core flame Lady Castorice brings back will be personally managed by the Council of Elders. Thereafter, if we are able to garner the support of all of you at the Citizens' Assembly, we shall spare no effort in ensuring that the Eracrysia will return to our world once again.
I'm just not confident that releasing death would stop the Black Tide. I think the Black Tide is something different than death. They are cheering and excitement. Oh boy.
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. Buy carefully into Lenten above, as the Theoros I have observed.
Oh, no.
Akama has chosen her destiny. The issue up for discussion at this citizens' assembly shall be modified to the suspension of the flame chase journey.
Well, that was sudden. That's
This
not
resolution shall be put up on the Wall of Heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's way forward.
Sheesh.
Aglaya, dear Aglaya. What has caused your heart to soften? You also don't seem to be as quick-witted as before.
Wag your tongue as much as you like. Since the flame chase journey has been preordained by the prophecy, our failure has never been on the cards.
Well then, I guess we'll find out if that's true at the Citizens' Assembly.
Anaxa, dude. What a rude guy. I wonder how he'll be redeemed. Maybe he won't be. Maybe he's just gonna be rude. Castorice? What the heck? Betrayal!
It seems that when I sent you to look for Anaxa, I unintentionally facilitated your partnership with him instead.
Man, that's a very elegant way of putting that.
My apologies, everyone. I know that you have many questions to ask me. I will answer them to the best of my knowledge.
In that case, please tell us as much as you can.
It's kind of stressful. What happened? You
In
went to look for Anaxa?
actuality, he showed me a past that was both long and heavy.
Oh?
The reason I say this is as I've
Flashback,
mentioned
yep.
earlier. The answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Anaxa,
You were in the Nether
you
realm.
were in the Netherrealm?
We did see this before, but it actually isn't so bad to have as a... That's an awful name. That's just numbers. It's not even good. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we saw this last time. It's actually good to have a refresher,
Yes.
because it's been a week.
I am but a living dead man now. But that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a conversation between heroes.
Castor's POV.
Have you heard of this tale before?
How do you
A tale about the ocean god's treasured pearl. Our hometown. It was a seaside town which enjoyed the ocean
Whoa.
breeze and glorious, peaceful times, thanks to the wisdom of its ruling queen.
That's a pretty intense mural. It's a bit at odds at what Palaxia is saying
Until
right now.
one day, an evil dragon descended upon the town. Its wings were large enough to blot out the sun, while its claws were sharp enough to rip the waves apart.
I don't know how you do that. It's water, but sure.
It barged into the tall
Dramatic
tower
storytelling,
and
after all.
devoured the queen's beloved daughter. It even settled itself in her bedroom, like a tyrant king. The queen assembled 300 warriors who managed to subdue the evil dragon by chaining it up. However, when the queen slit open the dragon's belly, she realized that the princess had long since
Ew.
been digested,
Ew.
and all that was left of her was a pile of bones.
That's tough.
Devastated, the queen wept for several days. It was then that a devious, smooth-talking scholar arrived at the palace and suggested that the princess could be revived through the use of dragon bone and dragon blood. That liar called this process the secret art of alchemy. The princess was reborn! The queen was overjoyed, blissfully unaware that the evil dragon's soul
Whoa, that's a
still
cute,
worked
cool
within the
mural.
princess's body.
It's
As
very cool.
revenge, the evil dragon swallowed the poor queen, the glib liar, the courageous warriors, and all of the town's innocent civilians in a single gulp.
That dragon skeleton with the girl in the center there, that is a really nice
Worse
picture.
still, the souls of the deceased were refused entry to the Netherrealm, because they were filled with regret. Forced to roam the mortal realm, these resentful souls ultimately converged into a river of souls that would not retreat for a long time. The terrifying death had consumed all. Thereafter, our hometown fell into ruin as well. Until...
Oh, Calypso. Oh, this is a memory. Okay.
Until... actually, I don't know what happened next either.
Wow, really helpful. Okay.
Oh my.
Oh, she's in a real chair.
It seems that you still like to whet people's appetites even after all this time, Pelixia.
Also, you get to double focus. Can everyone else see this too now? Or is it still just an axe up?
So, according to your story, this is how I used to look? It's practically a mirror image.
I mean, I guess this is your ideal form once you went immortal.
And yet, what exactly is this?
A miracle that I created with alchemy. As for what it is and
It's a
how
plot
I was able to
convenience.
accomplish
Cool.
it, I'll keep the answers to myself for now.
Probably use pieces of the soul, maybe?
My goodness, is this cliffhanger really necessary?
Quiet, Titan. Continue to enjoy this splendid play, and the truth will naturally
We went to the
reveal
bathhouse.
itself.
That's interesting. We're not by Caphalia.
Dragon, huh? I've heard this legend before.
In that case, what do you think of it?
I think that this so-called alchemy was a tenuous analogy added to the story by future generations. After all, you've never heard of a tradition of alchemy in your hometown before, have you?
Man. 3.2 really is the yapping session, huh? We've been doing nothing but look at dialogue boxes all day.
Indeed.
For the last,
Before
I mean, it's
I
only been
left
20
home
minutes
to pursue
so
my
far.
education,
I don't know.
I never even knew that anybody was looking into this area of study.
Interesting.
Therefore, we can just treat this tale as a fable told to young children.
That's a really cool mask,
A
honestly.
fable, you say? If so, what moral is it trying to impart to the kids?
Don't believe glib liars.
I guess it might be the concept of equivalent exchange.
Oh? I thought the moral might be closer to something like honor the dead.
I actually like hers more for this story.
What? At a loss for words?
No, I merely realized that we're both thinking of the same principle. If life is priceless, then there is hardly anything else in this world that is of equal weight to it, right?
Indeed. As expected of the wisest scholar
true.
in the land.
That's valid.
You flatter me. Why don't I ask you a question as well, as a form of equivalent exchange?
Are we gonna get a reveal here?
Of course. What is your question?
Because it does feel like an axe just having these spirits to yap on.
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you, would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
Oh, this is relevant to an axe, huh?
What kind of strange question is this? I got it. You're just trying to get me to tell you whether I like anyone, right?
Let's just leave it at that.
That was weird. That
That
was out
was
of left
rude of
field.
me.
We've got, sorry, that was a strange thing to ask.
Yes, I would.
Oh.
Oh?
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I'm certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good, if such a mighty power really existed. I think I would use it without hesitation.
I mean, at least she's honest.
After all, you, me, and the rest will all have to face that fateful moment eventually.
Huh. Oh my god.
My time.
Another cutscene.
Is finally here. However, perhaps because of my firm belief in the immeasurable value of life, I am unable to complete the trial.
Ruh-roh.
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. It is a pity that fate is such a cruel mistress.
Is there no other way of interpreting those words?
Yes, that's what the Thanatos told Polyxia, maybe. She'll wither, and through that the dead will sprout again from the remains, be reborn as a dead flame. So she'll become the god of death when she dies?
I'm afraid that the meaning is clear. Between my sister and me, one must pay the price. Our trial can only be completed when the one chosen sacrifices her life. I'm afraid that the prophecy might even have selected a pair of twins for this exact purpose.
Which is interesting. So clearly there is a cycle, but this is very different than our situation with only Castorice. We don't have this twin problem.
Fortune makes fools of us all.
These Chrysoceres got every Titan except Thanatos. Oh my word. Okay. This is a very different situation.
My sister is prepared to sacrifice herself. And yet, I can't do the same. How absurd. My time is almost up, but I'm still afraid to welcome death. What should we do? If I'm ultimately not able to make up my mind...
Since Chaos is willing to guide all of us and leave this trial to the end, there is still plenty of time for you to ponder.
That's right. Don't allow the fog of an uncertain future to cloud your mind.
If there's one thing I'm happy about in version 3.2, it's getting to hear more Nias speak. We love that deep voice.
Trial, prophecy, the topics that they're discussing seem familiar.
It's the Flame Chase journey.
But these three people must not have left their names in the epics. Otherwise, I would have some recollection of this.
Amphorius's history before the Titans were born was complete chaos. Is that not strange by itself? I have long held 3 hypotheses about this.
3?
However, let's continue watching.
Bro's got a list.
Calypso, Polyxia, and this warrior. I seem to have met him somewhere
Come on,
before.
it's obviously Nias. Don't be daft.
Regarding this matter, Nias, are you confident that you'll complete your trial?
Well, they made it clear.
Of course. Though, I am worried about what will happen once I've emerged victorious.
We love to when, not if. Another time scale?
Looks like you have made up your mind.
Yes. This is the safest course
Where even
of
are
action.
we right now? Did we go to Castrum Krumnos? I think it's inside Castrum Krumnos. How did we get here? I thought the Century Gates weren't good anymore. What the fuck is happening? Okay, yeah, whatever.
Completely separating courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, and reason.
That's what Nias did.
You really know how to make things difficult.
Please, young lady, witness my fall and demise. Lady Calypso, you shall host the soul-rending ceremony.
I do not understand. Why would you dare to sacrifice yourself for a future that you won't get to witness?
Well, I have something about the greater good.
Because this is our destiny. The power that resides within me is so intense that I will one day be engulfed by it.
Welcome in, Biggie. Hope you're doing well today, buddy. We're just yapping away here in 3.2, the yappiest of Star Rail patch. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's more yappy than 3.0. But I gotta tell you, this pressing spacebar gameplay is riveting.
Furthermore, a valorous death before glorious return has always been the path I chose to walk. A journey I began long ago. If your sister or Chaos were in my position, I believe they would make the same choice as well.
But we do get to listen to Nias talk, which is a W.
I'm not that brave. I don't know how I'm supposed to face such a serious affair.
Who could say?
Despite being Death's chosen one, it seems you still don't know how to face it. Let's chat, young lady. Perhaps I shouldn't end my journey so hastily. Since there's still time, I'm not worried about letting fate wait a little longer.
Of course. This warrior is Lord Nias.
He said... Calypso name-dropped Nias like 4 minutes ago. Come on, Cass.
As the embodiment of
Smarter than
Mikador's
this.
divinity, he entrusted his life to us and allowed humankind to end his madness. That means that what I'm currently seeing before my eyes
It's a
is in
previous
fact...
iteration of Chrysos Heirs.
Looks like one hypothesis of mine has already been proven true. These heroes are the true forms of the Titans, before they attain their divinity.
Yep.
If so, the chosen one of death that he speaks of is actually...
Polixia. Is the previous form of Thanatos?
It seems that way.
But her appearance...
If this is true, as long as we can find out where she went, we'll naturally be able to figure out the location of the Death Titan.
It makes sense. It checks out.
But before that, we first need to witness what ultimately happened to Lord Nias.
Who knew that Anaxa nearly dying, or actually dying, would become such an opportunity? Oh, please. Is there gonna be something to do, or are we just gonna get into dialogue again? Oh,
Honor,
man. I wanted
courage,
puzzle.
tenacity,
I wanted puzzle. Okay.
sacrifice.
And reason.
And finally, the only thing that remains is reason.
Cheer up, young lady. There is no need to shed tears over a glorious death.
How are you enjoying the story? Oh, I'm having a great... I think it's a very good story. I do think that it's teaching me a really interesting lesson. And it's that I should not stream visual novels unless they're really intriguing in the future, because I feel like I'm undergoing a slow brain death, as good as the story is.
All farewells in this world are sorrowful.
But then again,
Lord
I
Nias.
really enjoyed streaming Slay the Princess, whatever that game was called. So maybe this one's just a bit too yappy. Because Slay the Princess was actually a really fun VN to stream. But then again, I think Slay the Princess might be the exception that proves the rule. I don't know if any other visual novel can come close to that one in terms of intrigue and playability. Great story, shit update because of the lack of copy. Yeah, we saw the... I want to see this dragon boss, man, that I saw in the live stream. Where they at? Are they like 5 hours away?
Young lady.
Please,
As a
don't.
warrior, I have witnessed too many bitter deaths. But now, all I feel is peace. I did not know until this moment that mortals could live their lives in such a way.
Peacefully? Come on, that's
Although
crazy.
only a sliver of your soul remains, you remain so optimistic. Or maybe the truth is that you aren't able to feel sorrow.
I do also think that Polixia's model's cool. I like this weird mask and her gothic as hell wheelchair.
To be honest, I don't know either. But I am certain of one thing. This is not an acceptance of death nor apathy toward it. It's not even a feeling of despair. I am just enjoying what remains of my life to the fullest.
Base.
Enjoying?
You love Nias.
Indeed.
He's keeping me
Along
up.
this journey that we've taken together, not only have I changed the world, I myself have also changed in the process.
I want to hear Nias' story, bro.
And now I have reached the journey's end. When I look back and see the grand epic that I've personally written, how could I not revel in that fact?
You still have not finished story yet, but you've streamed for over 5 hours last one. We did 2 comment scenarios, and I'm still not at the end.
But when you depart the mortal realm, won't all of your accomplishments be reduced to nothing?
Because they'll be
Separation and
immortal.
death are two sides of the same coin. Reconciling this doesn't come easily.
Well,
for
after
a
today's
mortal.
stream, I think we're gonna have streamed Star Rail for like 5 to 7 hours. So I'm hoping that next week I can do a nice long Star Rail stream and bang it out. I don't know.
Finally, let me recount to you a story of mine, young lady.
Also, how convenient, I guess, that all of the cities are in the exact same place between this era and our current one. Because I guess they just had to walk over. You're further in the story than me right now. Well, we still got 2 hours. Well, we have an hour and a half.
I felt extremely hollow. The calamity had devoured everybody on the battlefield but me.
That's intense.
When I returned to the city alone, the citizens held a banquet for me that was far from pleasant. I felt as though I was still on the battlefield, and the person who had returned was nothing but an empty shell.
I'm not saying finishing it today again, to be clear. I'm just trying to get to like a good point, or hopefully a long session next time I play will finish the story.
It was late into the night by the time the banquet ended. My head still reeling, I returned alone to the barracks. On the way back, I encountered someone.
Oh my god. How many stories have we been told, man?
It was a crazed scholar looking at the night sky and muttering to himself by the side of the road. Although I tripped over him and fell, I wasn't angry in the slightest. And do you think that it'd be better if we just died on the roadside like a couple of stray dogs? To my surprise, he shrugged his shoulders and sighed.
To someone who is currently experiencing death, dying and living afford the same amount of bliss. Now please go away and don't block my starlight.
Nice.
Are you trying to say that there is no difference between living and dying? For they are both journeys that lead toward death?
I also like that, no offense to Hoyo, they're a small indie company. But it does seem so obvious to me that the reason we're just having Naias, Calypso, and Polixia on repeat is because they didn't want to put in the time or money to get a different demigod or Chrysosaur model and then get a voice actor for them too. Like, it being these 3 of 12 on repeat feels a little bit like a cop-out.
That's exactly what life is. And death
it's making
is
the
but a
flashbacks
scale
a bit
to
more
measure
boring.
how valuable the journey was. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust.
Like, I'm glad Naias is in every scene, don't get me wrong, but give me some variety on this platter.
Therefore, young lady, don't detest your fate. Instead, willingly and respectfully embrace it.
The embodiment of strife telling me about the majesty of the world.
Yeah, that is ironic.
Indeed. I believe that when the fated moment eventually arrives, you will be able to understand my words. It is time for me to knock on death's door. I will set up a long table at the end of the road and humbly await your arrival. When that moment finally comes, let us drink and be merry.
He didn't really die, though, did he? He just became a different form in Nikador. The yapping's not
I knew
over.
this day would eventually come.
Is it death time? Do not even get to see her sister. Let us see the twin.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Polixia. I'm here.
Oh! That's just fucking Castorice. Okay, well, that's kind of strange.
What?
That's kind of fun.
This...
That's a little kooky.
This is quite interesting indeed.
She's even got the same hairstyle. What are the chances? Sure. Yep. Cool.
Is this... Polixia's sister?
I guess so.
Is it... me?
Monox on the inside?
It's time for us to fulfill our promises.
Not yet.
Are you afraid? What are you afraid of? That I won't be able to do it.
Wow, crazy. Okay. Dude, I'm so close to like skipping through text,
You shall
but really
wither,
shit.
and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame.
Pretty intense.
As foretold in the prophecy and according to our vows, once it all ends, we must face our fated moment
You know
head-on.
what? This is making me change my thoughts on who the Flame Reaper is a little bit. I once said that it was gonna be Finet from the future somehow. And Hoyer has been kind of lazy with the models because he did the same thing with Tribby. Yeah, dude, refusing to make like an OG Tribby model was super cringe. I wanted to see that so bad. Oh, you're so right. Oh, I forgot about that. Dude, that's so cringe. We deserved a big Tribby. And this one I get, we want to look exactly like Castorice, but I'm also like, give her a different hairstyle or something. Put like a few less butterflies on the dress. It's just Uncanny Valley right now. It's like, this is a bit too, it's going from look-alike to model reusing. It's going from a twist to feeling lazy.
Prophesized. Do we have no say in the matter? It's so unfair. Why are we the only ones who
there
are
might
forced
be
into mutual
more
destruction?
flowers on her chest in our cast. To go with my just a few changes. Next time we go to our cast, I'm gonna look at the flowers on her chest. Just to count the flowers, not because I don't look at her chest, okay? Don't get it twisted.
Let me do it, sister. Let me be death's sacrifice. I was never long for this world anyway.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But you're different.
That would actually be different. I don't know if I remember this one's underneath the rag.
I was the one who wasted your life after all.
Well, that's depressing. Why you got the dogs out, by the way?
You're wrong, Polixia. I don't think that my life was wasted. Just the opposite. When I finally arrived at this destination and looked back at the journey I took, I discovered that flowers had long since bloomed along the path I walked.
Biggie trying to be wrapped in Castorice's rags, like.
It was you who sowed the seeds for this sea of flowers. One that is more beautiful than the promised land at the end of the world. Besides, I have lived a fulfilling life. Even though I was fated for sacrifice, none of the things that I've experienced will dissipate. Instead, they'll forever live on as memories inside your head.
I have a theory that I want to talk about. But I'm resisting the urge to yap too much because I just want to get through this. But if we get to like a decent point, we can just like walk, maybe do some puzzle. I want a puzzle so bad right now. Oh my god. If we get to a point like that, I have a theory I do want to talk about.
How could my memories of you ever compare to the actual you?
You're the god. You're gonna be a goddess of death. Can you not just visit her soul, you big fucking baby? I'm confused.
Well then, tell me, what exactly are we?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, it's definitely just a reused model. God damn it. Just do like a little change. This reminds me of when we did the Trigger Agent story. As peak as that was, how hard would it have been to just scrub off the Obel Squad onto uniform? Like, it's definitely unlikely that she had that exact uniform Trigger pre-Obel Squad, but it would have helped my immersion. It would have made the ending of that story so much cooler. Spoiler alert, I guess. Spoiler alert for Trigger's ZZZ Agent story. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. It would have made the story so much cooler if we didn't see the Obel Squad logo on her tassel as she was accepting an invitation to join the Obel Squad. Like, what? Obviously, she's been a part of it. She's got it out right there. Just, like, do the bare minimum for, like, flashback model changes, man. Come on.
I don't know.
I don't know how hard it is to do. I'm sure it's very hard to make a model. But I'm also kind of like, surely it's textures on, like, the outside. So surely something like just erasing Obel and replacing it with the same yellow as the rest of the outfit would not have been hard.
Unless I don't know either.
Oversimplifying it.
But regardless of what the answer is, regardless of how we're shaped by others, or even by this world, ever since we were born, the fact that we existed was predestined, and nothing could erase it.
Okay.
This is why I will always, always be by your side. We're twins, after all.
Rip to our Castorice didn't even get a sister she could touch. She got to touch no one. Do you think Castorice could touch the current Anaxa? I bet she could, because he's a living dead man too.
All right, my dear Polixia.
No, I don't want to look at the dogs. You've getting toys an indie dev? True.
It's time to extract my heart and light the flame of death.
Small indie dev. Moving on.
After that, use it to plant the first bud in the prophesied new world.
That's all I have to say on the matter. I mean, you know, it's a whole company that's not as rich as, like, Elon Musk's singular net worth, so clearly it's small,
If
right?
I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy
Just a small,
to you,
just a tiny a small $24 billion company. What could they possibly do?
would you use it to resurrect?
Someone you love, she would.
Is
Someone will
inevitable.
leave you for good.
If such a mighty power
think you'd use it
really
without hesitation.
existed,
That's so cool.
even now,
Yeah.
my answer remains the
Sorry.
same.
I'm not gonna listen to them repeat words, even if it's with a more emotional voice.
This is why, sister, I promise you, in the prophesied new world, I shall plant the first bud on your behalf. Go now. Return to the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown.
Stixia.
I shall open wide the entrance to the nether realm and grant you a second life. The living beings on this earth
interesting.
shall respond to my call and lead you to the sacred daylight.
Have a good rest of your stream. You gotta go. Thank you for hanging out with me for a bit, Biggie. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll be here, listening to voice lines. Yay!
Remember, do not look back on the land of the dead, and do not stop moving. In the new world promised by the prophecy, march toward your new life. As for the price of our equivalent exchange, let me be the one to pay it.
Okay.
Everybody, we've come to the end. Unfortunately, I am not compatible with the Supreme Being, so I was unable to completely fuse their soul into my own body.
A shame for you.
However, being able to glean all this from them is exciting enough. I'm certain of this now. Before the Titans that we are well acquainted with were born, a group of heroes roamed the land. These heroes followed a prophecy and took possession of divine authorities one by one, until they eventually became the pantheon of the new world. Just like the flame-chase journey of today, Amphorius's history is cyclical in nature.
How curious.
What a startling revelation. This means that the demigods, who bear the core flames, will also become the new titans at the world's end, thereby shaping a new world?
I believe that this is the truth behind the Era Nova, as mentioned in the prophecy.
This is utterly unbelievable.
And yet evidence has been given.
Besides, those twins in the past, even if they really are Thanatos, their whereabouts are still unknown even today.
Are their whereabouts truly unknown? Didn't Polixia mention that seaside town? the birthplace of alchemy and the tale of the dragon. In our world, there exists a city which perfectly matches that description. Styxia.
Styxia.
But the people there worship Fagusa and bear no relation to Thanatos. I have also never been to that place, as in the time of Idonia, it had long turned into underwater ruins.
Is never being to that place not a reason to check it, though?
Take this.
This is...
the new Sporist masterpiece. The Philosopher's Stone.
Oh.
It was made by transmuting all of the sages' wisdom into a single entity, with their flesh and blood as its foundation.
What the fuck?
Remember? I've mentioned before that the art of alchemy is all about conversion, tempering, and ascension. This process also applies to the pursuit of truth. Regardless of how unbelievable this sounds, the truths of the world have been refined from the impurities. Think about the story of the dragon. This stone will lead you to your real hometown,
what is this
allowing
MacGuffin?
you to reform the door to the nether realm and discover Thanatos' fate.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
You still look as confident in your victory as ever.
As is
But
Axel's
what
way.
if your conjecture is wrong?
Chad, Droma, draped in finery.
Simple. I shall merely admit to the entire world that my experiment was a failure.
Okay, yeah.
However, my line of thinking will not fail because I have already planted the seeds of doubt into the hearts of the masses.
Oh?
Actions speak louder than words, Castorice. With the assembly about to begin, don't forget the promise you've made.
I've already searched for so long. I'm willing to try one more time. While we converse, his life is also slowly slipping away.
So maybe we really should try to not do Arachrysia then, is the interesting thing. I also don't want to give these elders any power. I really don't like kindness. But it seems like we should be finding a way to break the cycle, right?
But before I leave, I have another question. What exactly did we witness just now?
Her lips are not catching the voice well. Huh?
That was the world imprinted in Kefali's soul.
The memory imprinted in Kaus's soul? I think it was Kaus.
If we are to prove its existence, you must take the final step. Go. Do not disappoint me.
I understand.
And she recounted all of that to the others,
Child of humanity.
Don't get antsy. I still remember the question you posed to me. As a scholar, I do not wish to offer up ambiguous conclusions.
She's a scholar, not a philosopher.
Let's discuss this topic again when she manages to find the evidence.
I merely wanted to ask, was that stone transmuted from your heart? If so, rebirth is no longer an option for you.
Is an axe of dying?
Why not? When I was a child, I lost someone dear to me. When I was a teenager, I lost my faith. A while back, although you saved my life, I also lost my soul in the process. Now I'm merely forsaking my body. What's the big deal?
Are we gonna be pulling for a dead character in the second half of 3.2?
Why are you always finding ways to die? Isn't it good to be alive?
I don't know if he thinks that.
This is but a necessary sacrifice on my path to transform into the purest of them all.
Not having a heart is necessary? Okay.
Can someone who's dead even claim to be the purest of them all?
I'm with her on that.
Furthermore, if your hypothesis is proven correct, does it not just confirm that the myths are true, and thereby invalidate all your theories?
No, it's just the opposite. If my hypothesis is correct,
always gotta put a spin on it.
It means that I can actually ascend to godhood and reshape this absurd world that you all have created.
That's crazy. Bro is kooky. Currently,
That's
A lot to take in at once.
Hand on chest. Everyone hand on chest. You gotta, it's one of our 3 ways to convey emotion. We gotta do it. Cross arms isn't the second of the 3.
Lady Aglaia, please, let me explain.
Go on.
You know that the core flame of death has always been the greatest unknown regarding the Era Nova, which is why both you and Cainus desire to gain the power to control that core flame in the approaching Citizens' Assembly.
Sure.
Professor Anaxa has come to a consensus with Cainus. They want to suspend the trial once Thanatos' core flame is reclaimed, hoping thus to eradicate death from this world. If they're successful, then the flame chase journey will cease, and Akama can enjoy everlasting peace.
I don't know why they think the Black Tide would be staved off everlasting, but sure.
But I know this runs counter to your wishes. So long as we do not usher in Era Nova, the Black Tide will never be eradicated. Even with Lord Mighty on the front line, and the Black Tide not posing an immediate risk, the danger nevertheless remains. Honestly, it's difficult for me to assess the pros and cons in this decision. But someone must bring the core flame before we can begin negotiations over it. The Titan could be very near. I cannot let this chance slip by. Besides, someone has to make this trip to bring back Mr. Soul.
Please, I want to live!
Well said. You already had every reason to seek an audience with Thanatos. It's that great performer who has weaponized your wishes and placed us in this difficult situation.
True, but at least he did give us a lead.
A world without death. Do you desire that too?
It sounds like overpopulation would become a problem.
If fate dictates that my path must oppose yours, I will do all I can to resist it and protect what I aspire to achieve.
That's a politics answer.
Lord Mighty showed me that without taking the first step, all talk of what follows is moot.
Oh, yes. I offer a smile.
I have always hoped to hear you speak your mind, Cass. And I am glad to have heard your true thoughts.
I don't have to speak. I don't want to have to miss another Trailblazer voice line without our GOAT Protag VAs being out of commission.
I visited that place in the past.
Oh, wow.
Though it is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents, it's not hard to see its former splendor.
I'm sorry, surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents? And you never thought to check that out? Hold on, maybe Cass is just dumb.
Go.
I
will not stand in your way. As for you, you are someone who has cheated death. I believe you have more than enough reason to make the trip with Castorice and meet the god of death himself.
Yeah, okay.
Castorice, I too look forward to your journey. I wonder what kinds of new interpretations your completed story will bring to the Flame Chase journey.
Thank you, Lady Aglaia.
I hate to put a damper on this heartwarming moment, but if Styxia is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents, then how do we find a way in? Lady Trebe is probably...
The answer is quite simple.
We walk through.
In the myths, Zagreus once made the domain of the dead their treasure vault. That is to say, they could enter and leave the nether realm as they pleased.
Did we get to meet Cypher?
And if they could do that, then it follows that the demigod who inherited their divinity must be capable of the same. I'll see you at Marmorial Palace at Action Hour tomorrow. Cypher shall be your guide to finding that ancient
We finally
city.
get to see a new demigod. How exciting. Once we meet Cypher, we have seen, Anaxa, Castorice, Mighty, Hyacine, Aglaia, Tribby, Finan, and I think Cypher will make 8. We'll have seen 8 of the 12? Demigod Chrysosayers of this world? That sounds correct. I don't think I'm missing anyone. Okay, back to ourselves once more. Holy. Guess I'll take some books. However, I don't think we'll have any action to do, unfortunately. I think we were about to go to bed and talk to Mem once more.
Hey, friend!
Yeah.
Is the debate finally over? Did you win?
I forgot that she speaks completely now. That's cool. We managed to win ourselves a glorious defeat.
Won a glorious defeat? You sure know how to look on the bright side.
Sure.
Well, moving on. I was hard at work even while you were at the debate.
Hard at work?
I borrowed a mountain of books from Cass to see if I could find a way to solve your problem.
Oh, you can read.
Let's see.
Congrats.
I still have only 32 books to go.
Wow. It's okay, ma'am. We found a way.
Really? Oh, that's fantastic news. I knew it. Hard work always pays off. Especially if you're as diligent as ma'am.
You didn't even do anything. You didn't help find... Okay. Yep. Thanks, ma'am.
I feel like a huge burden has finally been lifted off my shoulders. Why are my eyelids so heavy all of a sudden?
Oh, man. Wow. She made me on. That's crazy. Yeah, sure. More dialogue.
You're right. Then I'll go back to...
As was their custom, ma'am, with astonishing dexterity, slipped back into their secret little hide. Good night, ma'am. Good night, Akuma. I think it's nighttime. Right? Later, somewhere in Akuma, noon, action hour, cipher time. I want to see her. Oh, no, just more being sad. That's awesome.
Cass? What a surprise.
Hey, Tribby.
Lady Treby.
Is something troubling you?
Yeah, how long you been looking at that puppet for? You good?
I just wanted to speak to Lady Trian for a bit before I set off. No
Sure.
matter how breathtakingly beautiful Styxia once was, the place is now the domain of the departed. There is no telling what we'll encounter there.
Probably a dragon princess.
I don't want to have any regrets.
Has anyone told you that your eyes are sparkling today?
Wow, what a come on.
Is that a figure of speech?
In the past, when you did smile once in a while, all of us could see that your heart remained troubled, even as you smiled.
Oh, no.
Lady Treby, you know perfectly well that see you tomorrow is nothing but a white lie. I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding a lonely heart.
Flashing back,
Cass,
awesome.
You hardly ever talked of your past. None of us knows what you went through, apart from Maggie.
We know, thanks to the trailer.
We
That was
know
very
it
sad.
must have been filled with pain and hardships, as it is the fate every Chrysosaur is destined to live out. We are just happy for you that the core flame you're meant to inherit has finally surfaced.
Oh.
Isn't it a little too soon to say that?
I mean, it has surface. We just don't know if you'll get it.
But you already know where tomorrow is, don't you? There is no need to rely on anyone else. Just give it your all and leave no regrets. We have always believed that your embrace is just as warm as everyone else's.
That's very sweet.
Because we embrace others to comfort them. And Cass, you're the kindest Chrysosaur we know.
Thank you, Lady Treby.
That was pretty sweet.
This feeling... It's hard to put into words. I suddenly found myself
It's like
with
it's
so
another
many
cute
wishes.
scene. But I wish
So
we could
much
get...
I want to accomplish before setting off.
I wish we could get some breaks between the cute scenes, you
Then
know?
go do it, Cass.
No, please not a weird aside to go do random things Cass wants to do.
Trian was actually working on a surprise gift for you. It's a
Please,
pity
no.
she didn't get
I don't
want
to do random chores. I
But
don't
now
want to go
Trinan
talk
and
to
I
the
are
grocery
working
store
on it,
clerk and
we'll
tell
make
them
sure
good
to give
day.
it to you. So, let's meet back here when you return from Styxia. Safe travels. See you tomorrow.
Haha, see you tomorrow. Very funny. At the same time, okay, maybe we don't have to do that. I can't sleep. No, okay. Who could it be? What the heck is Don Hung? Is my homie okay? Duskbeard's sleeping. Just fine.
It's me.
Oh no, not like a walking date scene, for the love of God. Don't do it.
I hope I didn't wake you.
Sleep is a luxury and you're at mine. I'm not that old. Is another mission from Aglaya?
Huh? No. No. I'm here because of private matters, actually.
Kinda weird.
If it isn't too much to ask, I'd really like it if you could come along with me
Awesome. Little
to retrieve
Akuma
something.
side. A little break from all the story, for more story before you go do something actually cool. That's awesome. I feel so sleepy all of a sudden.
Is your soul?
No, it's a bit. I'm just kidding. My will has become one of the universe. Goodbye.
Huh? But I can still sense your soul here.
Oh, I thought it was funny.
Ah, sorry. I didn't realize it was a joke.
There we go.
It isn't a long way from here. Shall we?
I didn't say yes. I'm going back to bed. I want to go to bed. I want to go to bed and I want to go to Styxia. God damn it.
Have you heard? Seems like all the rooms.
Well, I guess we're not talking right now, so I can say, we're about to be. I haven't started. Maybe I'd started it
Streets
earlier.
are packed.
I could say something. Vote to pause the flame church.
I want to vote. Tell me how I can vote.
Enrage Orynyx to
Take your ceramic shard engraved with the Kefali rune. Select the Council of Elders in your heart, and pray silently until the shard registers your choice. Then toss it into the Dolium.
You don't have to pray for the Council of Elders.
The Council of Elders? More like the Council of Buffoons? The Black Tide took my hometown long ago!
There we go.
Were they kidding with bringing back Eracrycia?
Oh, this I like.
It's all a sham to create their own Eracrycia in Akama!
We respect that. Also, that is crazy of the person power to say vote for me while they explain how to vote. Yeah, there's only one option, us. Insanity.
The Titans are just. So long as we do not overstep our bounds again, we will not incur divine
Most of
wrath.
them are dead. What do you mean?
Oh, please. The time when these deranged Titans should have vacated their spot to the demigods is long overdue.
I like
You'll
this
see
guy.
soon enough, you old fogey.
This guy's based.
And I pray that Talantan smack some sense into you with their scales. We shall see how this turns out.
That was quite a spectacle.
I'm glad to see there's still division within the public. Watching real Scrabble's kind of fun.
You're interested in that? Well, you'll feel right.
I mean,
at
that
home
was
in Akama,
fun,
then.
but, like,
To
let me
this
do
day,
something.
I still find it almost unreal that Akama is the only place illuminated by light amidst the crumbling ruins of Amphorius.
Yep.
This peaceful sight is making me forget that this is the end times.
Yep, so cool. That's what the Flame Chase journey is all about, I guess.
Before coming here, I had lived for many years in Idonia, a city of rime and frost.
I know. I watched your trailer.
The
I
people
watched your
there-
trailer.
Traditions that
Cool. I watched your trailer because of the curse on you. You had to execute. Mortician of
back in
Akama.
those days,
But you Idonia's made in
I
war.
was trudging across the frosty
cursing as a
plains on my
blessing.
own.
Cool. Shelter.
I was expected to grant
Merciful
merciful
death.
death.
Heroes. Isn't that just an executioner?
Yes, no matter how kind or cruel,
Yep.
taking
I
over
saw the trailer.
someone's life.
Oh, do you get a flashback now?
I can't do it. Their voices. They pierce my ears. The pleading. Thanks.
Free me!
Ah.
That's
I
just
know
fucking
that feeling,
Canis.
child. I was, but
I
you
was
must
lost.
respect those.
Whoa. I've lost it.
titles.
I've lost it.
I am still taking away human lives.
This
human
won't
lives.
be the first.
Yep.
Death
I thought it,
is
if
the
you guys
mark.
want to know about this, watch the trailer.
Then
I don't know.
let me tell in Idonia.
Oh my gosh,
The
story and a
great swords
flashback and a
commonly
date scene in
used
a
by
game.
executioners are called Draconian, in memory of Dracon, an elderly executioner.
Cool.
The sword has
I like
3
swords.
air holes
Air
along its
holes.
body. If the sword is swung down swiftly and accurately, the holes would make no sound, and the executed would also depart. But should the executioner have any hesitation, the holes would produce a piercing whistle. On that cue, the screams of the executed
That's actually
are
a pretty
sure
cool
to
design for a sword.
Every executioner after Dracon
Alright,
is the
sorry, my
hone
crash
their
out's
sword
over.
skills
I'm coming
every
back in.
day in preparation of future executions. Every swing of their blade must be more resolute than the last, for failing to do so will bring pain. Pain for the dying. You misunderstand, child. I am not telling you to get used to it. I'm asking you to consider the source of the dead's suffering and use that knowledge to fortify your future touches with more and more determination. Go, walk with the dead and love them as you love life. Then you'll no longer hear those noises.
Nice flashback.
Please, don't kill me. I don't want to die.
I think that's just the adventurer from 3.0 asset. A gentle touch.
No!
You gently touch forehead, his face spills ice flickers through, his body trembles uncontrollably. So the fear, anger, and hatred, or is the so-called merciful touch of death simply a lie? Dark purple models spread like petals across Death Road Mate's face, seem to be submerged by spring water, flooding his body. His trembling cease, and the cries that once begged for mercy slowly turn to a high like whisper as he murmurs to himself. Quickly everything falls into dead silence, turning into pitch black dew that scatters just away. You hear your own heartbeat drown out the sound of heavy breathing.
May you gain some insights through his sacrifice.
Maybe. I might have.
No.
Is that all?
This is just the beginning
Like maiden of war.
You executioner!
Man! This isn't Idonia. I don't know where this is, but I recognize it. Maybe I'll be surprised. Show me a place it's not. That's Idonia.
Only maiden.
Bestow with honor. I guess. I like the aura at my feet. I'll give us that much. The aura's nice. Wow! That's crazy.
Do it then.
Combat?
Executioner.
You heard him.
Can I fight them though? Looks like I can. Hold on. Can I feel something again? Mighty.
Cry out, for victory will come.
I wonder if that's his voice line for Castorice or Steak. Look at that. That's a cool ass scythe. I gotta give her that much. Her design is cool. I'm definitely gonna pull for her on the rerun. I think I've said this before. I don't think it'll matter much to whether or not the GP successful for reruns of her. So when the rerun comes, I'll definitely go for that. The second blade used by Castorice is gonna be like, just hold my hand. I want to see what happens. He's gonna be really upset when becoming the demigod allows him to control those powers, so he can't just like tackle her to die. It's gonna be a real shame for him. I don't know, like fucking Lingsha maybe?
With you here, I feel a bit more at ease.
Yeah, let me play with her a little bit here. Do something that's not just attacking. I mean, just not pressing spacebar. I'm gonna
Embrace a new life.
Oh, combat animation. Oh, Idonia territory domain. Phenomenal. Kill!
May death protect us!
Do it then. Executioner.
That was fun. Okay, I got to feel something a little bit there. The dragon is so fucking sick. Yeah, it really is. I wish they had put any other character with
To live in eternal pain.
because it would have made Castorice so easy to pull for, and the other character so much easier to skip. I do think Castorice, like, her design is okay, but I just fucking love dragons. The dragons that made her a must-pull.
Please.
So losing out on that is very sad. But I am choosing to hold out for my morals.
When will this ever end?
Hopefully we'll get another dragon someday. Fei Xiao's wolf thing is kind of like a dragon. Do I get to kill the
What are
elder
you
now?
trying to do with me?
I have aged.
Oh, she's getting touched now.
The final resting place of every Idonian.
You're not that old yet. You still have many, many years ahead of you.
No. I'm already dead.
She just wants to die.
For I have come to fear my declining health and impending death.
Fair.
Castorice, will you give me one last chance to charge towards fear and prove that I am no coward?
I wonder when, or even if, we will get another Memo Sprite as big as Castorice's dragon is. I can't take this anymore.
I can't take this anymore.
I hate killing.
Child, it was I who brought you here from the frosty plains and set your farcical fate in motion. It was also I, Chief Executioner of Idonia, who forced the heavy duty of executing others onto you.
Kind of rude.
I've always known that you have doubts and even anger about my faith and about me.
That doesn't make killing easier, though.
I never had a choice.
Indeed. We essentially abducted
I mean, that's true if she doesn't want to kill more people, because she could have just touched everybody that tried to attack her and leave.
Yet you can end any sinful life with just a touch of your fingers. Shouldn't it be easy for you to escape from here?
I'll never do that. It doesn't matter how lightly the Idonians take death, or how readily they accept it. I simply can't do it.
I knew I was right about you.
That was kind of an edge, that voice.
What do you mean?
Is she about to insult Castorice?
I've taught you and cared for you as my own daughter all this time because of this blessing that's been with you since your birth. I know no one else in the world would understand the weight of life and death more than you do. In the eyes of an Idonian, death is the end of all life. A destination we will all eventually reach. Humans should not resist it, but learn how to face
maybe resist it a little bit. Like, take vaccinations. But I get what you're saying.
You can only live your life to the fullest after understanding this
Like, try to eat
principle.
healthy. Try not to rush towards that.
And
but
when you do, even if you eventually leave Idonia's protection, even if you must carry the curse
Pixelated-ass dress, by the way.
forever, you can live with your head held high.
That dress is not a
like
separate
everyone
model.
else.
No.
Come now. It's time.
Like, this is kind of like
I've already taught
2015
you all
graphics.
that I
I'm not
know.
gonna lie. But I don't know. I'm just noticing it now. I'm guessing lots of previous characters have also looked like this. NPCs anyways. But I feel like I'm noticing more with the dresses. Like the fact this little bang. It's also weird because the headband is a 3D model, but then you're like, the necklace isn't. Like, what's happening there? The bracers aren't. So weird.
Show
Why is it
me
inconsistent?
that you are a fitting holy maiden. Or at least that you possess the resolve to become one. Come now.
Touch her. Touch her. Touch.
It's
Tuskbear's fucking dead!
I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden. Or at least that you possess the resolve to become one.
Such a cool transition. It's crazy. Ah! Ah.
Protect us!
She's fun. Mighty it up.
Life is not so fragile.
I'll accept your
Is he dead already? Well, that didn't last long. Mighty just kind of crushed them. Mighty invaded Castorice's memories just to inflict the boss's Crushma.
This was the last time I followed her command.
Makes sense.
I gently touched the elderly woman before me. The executioner, who had seen too much death, died the same way as everyone else.
Interesting.
I gasped for air, a wistful look in her eyes, and a barely perceptible tremor. Elder Amunet, the person who tried to teach me about death, ultimately vanished like dew in the
At least she's not a
morning
hypocrite.
mist. She spent her life embodying the beliefs of the Idonians, and when death finally came, she embraced it exactly as their doctrine had taught. I have nothing but respect for her. I erected a cenotaph in her honor in the marshes outside Idonia's city walls with the others I had laid to rest. Then, I set out once more in search of Thanatos. It was a long, long journey. I heard so many discussions about death along the way. Life finds meaning in death. The world improves because there is an end.
Interesting
It
thought.
seems the most terrible darkness in this world. Everyone talks about its heavy weight. Some resist it, some worship it, and some even revere it.
I mean, I personally believe it's needed, if for no other reason, overpopulation. If death didn't exist, it would be a population of like 50 billion, and the vast majority of us would be freaking starving.
How did a disappeared titan become the deepest fear of humankind?
I mean, I guess because the system kind of does the work for it, huh?
And why do they haunt my dreams?
Whoa.
I continued my travels to seek an answer. Initially, I was running away. Then, I started searching for it. And now, at the end,
I found
I
it.
just want to know if my touch,
Oh, I think that
if
line
my
was in the trailer.
embrace can do more than taking things away.
Fun.
Can I make anything? Can I leave anything behind?
Oh, can you play with arts and crafts?
I don't want to die. Please, I fucking
Oh,
need
shit.
to let me go. I don't want to die, please. I don't want mercy like this. Just let me go.
Could you not have just shown us this instead of the whole pressing spacebar we just did?
I hate these icy hands.
It's cool we got a whole ass animation though. And so this is what makes it awkward. So what I heard was right. I'll try to talk too much during this. But I remember on the live stream people saying that they were going to start incorporating stuff like this directly into the game. Which I didn't want to watch a Castorice video, but I did it at the behest of some chatters. Which respect, it was fun reacting to it. But now it's kind of weird because I've seen this. And I also know it's like 5 or 6 minutes long. Which is kind of a bummer when you've seen it before, and I'm trying to keep things moving here.
Get it over with. End its suffering.
That's not the Elder. That's a different person. Even the hair color's different. Yeah. Bye-bye. Oh no, show
The
me
Reaper
death.
has blessed your hands. Only you can grant them peace.
They should have just shown this. Why do you get the weird in-game stuff and then this? I'm very confused. This is a much better showing of what happens. I don't know why we need both. It feels redundant. That's a very sad thing for a child to cope with, though.
Embrace death. Walk alongside it.
Little child. This reminds me of my college town, honestly. Rip. Imagine you got frostbite. That you had her limbs cut off. That would suck. Can Crush's Sales not get frostbite? Maybe her finger's already dead. No, look at her fingertips are red. Should probably go back inside. We get modern Cass. I was a little confused because is that not the Elder? Is this a different story than the one we just taught in game? It's a little loud. Turn it down just a bit. So I guess the pink-haired lady is an Elder Amutet? It was like the chief of the city, I suppose.
Is that you, Castorice?
Okay, it's a little less loud, so I'll turn this back up a little bit.
All of them have gone, heeding death's summon, crossing into their domain. I must go too. I don't fear it, just I have some regrets.
This part's really sweet.
Watching people leave this world again.
I almost skipped it since we've seen it on stream
before. It must be lonely for you.
But it's nice. It's a good watch.
You must want to desperately embrace them before they go. I can't. These hands, they're too cold.
Uh-oh. She touched him.
But big sister Castorice, your hands are so warm. Just like anyone else's. So go on.
I mean, some people have cold hands.
Don't hold back.
Give me a warm hug.
It's still a pretty good scene. Oh, their water bottle's empty. It's intense. They cooked
like
really
these
hard with that scene.
Really be warm.
They're gonna have the deer come up, right? I'm still a little confused by what's up with this young doe. Like, why did they mute us at the end? Is it gonna happen? Yeah, why they look at us like this? Like, because they know what you did.
On the day that Onyx's trial ended, you must have had many questions.
Man. Okay, and now we get another little splash screen, I guess.
I felt just as confused. Why, as someone from beyond the sky, were you so cruelly dragged into Amphorius's fate?
It is what it is.
I wished I could take action, but no matter how hard I try, I cannot simply interact with the living as ordinary people do. Even when we brushed against each other unintentionally in the grove. And it was obvious that nothing had happened. When an almost unattainable hope finally welled up in my heart. When I thought that perhaps my touch would no longer bring sorrow, fate declared to me. It wasn't that the curse of death had finally been lifted, but that your soul no longer belonged to this world. And there was nothing left for my hands to take. Nothing.
That's problematic.
And did I really think this time would be any different? It's not that I don't understand this reality. Just that I'm unwilling to accept it.
It's not like Medusa. Imagine if she killed anyone that looked at her. That'd be really tough.
Having walked such a long road, I am still unable to find the answer to life and death. I am resigned to eternal despair. Anything I wish to hold on to, death will inevitably wrest from my grasp.
Intense.
From that moment on, I lacked the courage to confirm it again. Until Onyx laid bare the cruel truth before us.
Don't flashback me.
But now,
Okay.
perhaps I might have one last chance. Long ago, Trinan read a prophecy to me. At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips.
That's my
And
soul.
after an embrace,
I want to live.
there shall be eternal separation.
Oh, we're gonna be eternally separated.
I found no surprise in it, for her words sounded not like a foretelling, but a perfect reflection of my past. Embraces in this world are born of reunions. Yet, my touch speaks only of farewells. In that moment, I had no doubt that this destiny would weave itself through the entirety of my life. And yet, things have taken a turn for the better. Now that I can finally have an audience with
is a good
Thanatos,
word for it, for how I'm feeling right
perhaps I can rewrite the meaning of
now. I
that
really
faded
think that
prophecy.
flashback should have just been the anime scene and not the gameplay that was before it.
I have no reason.
I got to fight
give it
some
my
things,
all.
Castorice. That was good.
For your sake,
I got to watch some pretty colors
and
happen.
for my own.
Thank you for telling me your thoughts.
With that, I won't have any regrets.
That's good. Castorice talks about the gift she gave to other Chrysosers. Before you know it, she arrives at your gift. Oh boy, is it a hug? That'd be the fan service thing to do.
Let's put that aside for the moment. We've arrived.
What
I
is
want to retrieve a small gift I specially prepared for you. I made it myself,
Aww.
like the trinket I gave Lady Trian.
It's not a hug, Jane.
The journey to seek an audience
maybe
with
it's just
the
like good
Death
on
Titan
the
cannot be an
developers.
easy one.
We're not making fan service.
I want to make full use of every moment I have before we depart, so that I don't have any regrets.
I respect that, but I'd really like to go there, like yesterday. Is it a brooch with my face on it?
No, it isn't.
Aww.
You'll know when you see it.
I liked Trinan's
Look,
gift, though.
it's right there.
It is?
Huh? Where did it go?
Is this gonna be the way for us to meet Cypher? Cause that'd be pretty funny.
What's going on?
I hope the gift wasn't expensive.
Just some handcrafted trinkets. Well, things that shouldn't catch the eye of thieves anyways. What's this?
Oh, yeah, it's Cypher. That's pretty funny.
The coin of Zagreus and a slate. So it's her.
Funny. Holy moly, a kitty thief?
No doubt about it. This is her favorite symbol. It's a Lady Cypher, the demigod of Zagreus whom Lady Aglaia had spoken of. She's a master thief who's left legendary tales all over Amphorius. So many years have passed, yet she's still announcing herself in such a crass manner.
Well, I don't need any more talking in my life. I have to admit, I am excited to see Cypher.
Let's just do as the slate says and look for Lady.
Can do. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Homebody. Walk through the busy garden. You discover the remarkable gifts crafted by Princess Homebody. It's crazy. They are truly splendid and I'm most impressed. I've also taken with you charming presents prepared for fellow Chrysosayers. In the right parlor, I observed the beautiful dolls, the striped tapestry, the classic tripod table, and the left parlor, the jewelry and exclusive art pieces meant as gifts. I claim only this modest gift. I fear it will attract tasteless little thieves, so I shall safeguard for now, not shove up to appropriate payment a single coin. If the price displeases you, feel free to negotiate it to return, though should it happen, it won't be satisfied with merely one coin. Should you wish to find me, visit the Memorial Market. There lies a golden short spear of left. You know what to do, it shall guide you to me. You will not accept any questions. If it's a small intrusion, accept my highest regards. P.S. Who displays biological specimens at home? They're quite unsettling. You might want to store them away when entertaining guests. Okay, sure. We need to head to the market and find the short spear. Wait, you're gonna black screen this for me? I wanted to actually look for the spear.
Look, it's right there.
Nice.
Didn't even give me the fucking honor of finding it myself. Not like it's even hard to find. What the fuck? They just want us to go straight from yapping to yapping ASAP. What is with the gameplay design? This version.
Pursue her.
Let me look for it myself. Put it somewhere hidden. It wouldn't really be hidden because we would see the yellow walker, but gosh. And
huh? This is a trick she left for us.
Don't black screen me again. Phantom Thief wants to play a game. 2 short spears, 1 correct, 1 wrong. Okay, see, this is fun. This is something. 2 golden short spears. The golden shorts, only the one engraved is the truth me, the kitty Phantom Thief. Okay? The left one. Don't be fooled, the right spear is engraved with lies. The right spear. Trust me, gray mystery, both spears are engraved with the truth. Okay. This is kind of a paradox, right? No, it's not. No, it's not. If the left one is telling the truth, then this one's filled with lies, and it's saying both of them are telling the truth, which is a lie. If you go the other way, if this one's telling the truth and both are telling the truth, then this one saying it's lies becomes a paradox. Whereas this one saying just the other one is a lie is not a paradox. So it has to be the left one. And it just says to follow the truthful spear, engraves the truth. That works. And the left one says the right spear is engraved with lies. Okay, so it's the left one. It's pretty easy. The left spear.
She's incorrigible. Follow me.
Okay. Whew. I got to use my noggin for something I wasn't processing voice. Oh, what a treat. Let's go.
This is how it should be.
I wonder if she'll actually use these spear weapons. That'd be cool. Especially her being kind of funny, though. To a Dromos? Don't poke the Dromos. That'd be messed up. Cypher? Cypher, if this Dromos truly is her, appears to be quite content. Her gaze is 3 parts sincerity, 3 parts approval, 3 parts triumph, and 3 parts haha, great mystery, you've lost if you take this seriously. And I see. So a Dromos is a cat. She seems to be saying right. Oh, no. Yeah, yes. After a moment of inner conflict, she reached a definitive conclusion. The Dromos is indeed a cat.
Lady Cypher, please come on out.
You're still careless as ever. Shouldn't you keep such a precious gift near your bosom?
Bosom! Okay. Cypher intro, let's go.
Since you know it's a gift for someone else, please give it back to me. Stop hiding among the people and letting the wind carry your voice.
I actually am excited to meet her.
Now, since I know it's a gift, that just means I need to milk its worth. The children of the wind never stay for long in one place. Unless your offer is tempting enough to steal the wind.
That's crazy. Negotiating.
Name your price. I'll give you however much you want.
If you don't want the money, I'd gladly take it off your hands. No, wrong time for that?
I'm sorry. Bargaining is really not my forte.
Fair enough.
No wonder they call you Princess Home.
I don't think anyone calls her that except for you,
Why don't you
respectfully.
two come over to my place? It'll make a better venue for proper business discussions. You can find where I live through the winds I've sown. Right.
Piece of cake. I can do that even if I can only sense your soul.
Fair.
All right, I'll see you there. Oh, by the way, everyone cool with me collecting a deposit before we reach an agreement, right? Now, come this way.
Deposit? You're just gonna like steal from more people on the way? The dew of divine blood in the backpack has been stolen. That's fucked up. Isn't that like important? My dew of divine blood.
She's incorrigible. Follow me.
I was gonna drink that later. You're so rude. You had no intention of showing her at the Pack Beast Workshop. This means, of course, that no plans to return the gift there either. Just a warm up for a game of cat and mouse. Surely you've realized that the Phantom Thief never cared about stealing a mere trinket, right? No, I'm only after your hearts. Just kidding. No interest in your hearts. If Princess Hope I can check my path, by all means try. I'll be waiting at the end. Rest assured it'll be face to face this time. I don't believe that. Where'd you get that dew of divine blood? They told me it's a gift from the seamstress. I'll taste it for you. No, I hate you, motherfucker. God damn it. Cypher's secret hideout, huh? Are we just following the location of her soul, as Castorice puts it, or what's happening here? Because right now, with this little marker, it doesn't feel especially secret. How do we get up there again? I'm pretty sure I've gotten up there before.
It's about time you do some exercise.
What'd you just call me? Huh? I'm fit as hell. Who do you think you are? Yeah, how did I get there before? I've definitely been there. It was using one of those things. This one? Yeah, this one. Perfect. Alright. Oh, is that a golden ram?
Here we are.
Bro's dead. Oh, not this way. The other one. Okay. Let me guess. No one's gonna be here. Well, there's people here, but not Cypher.
Over here! Over here! No, not that way! This way!
Oh my word.
Come on. If I really wanted to hide, you'd never find me.
I believe it.
So relax, you two. No need to get your hackles up. I'm not that scary, am I? Meow.
Okay, the meow's kind of weird, but whatever. At last, a character that meows has a... You know what? Sure. Fuck it. I'm gonna lean into it. It's a lot happier than the Castorice we've been going through.
No way. Some people might have been into that a millennium ago, but it's long since gone out of style.
Oh, maybe no meows then?
Loosen up, buddy. Shall we get down to business?
Maybe that's for the best to just... Let's stick with Stacadios. I like the eye shoulders. The eye pauldrons are kind of cool.
Give me the jewelry piece first. Or everything's off the table.
And my dew of divine blood.
Oh, come now. Don't be so upset. Relax. Relax.
Okay, jeez. That second one had some edge to it.
Isn't the view here just great? You can see what everyone is doing and where they're going, and they won't even know you're here. Now that we've
This is a demigod,
broken
huh?
ice,
That's crazy.
let's get to the point. Everything I've said so far has been a joke. I'm inviting you two here for 3 things.
You actually did steal. We got a little take on take. Look at you having your finger in both pies.
And last, but not least, I'm telling you that I'm not interested in doing either of those things.
Well, I'm happy she's not interested in the Council of Elders one, but it's kind of problematic doesn't want to help us at the same time.
Don't go look for the Death Titan. The end.
Damn. That's tough. No! No more flashbacks, please!
Whoa, This is some high-quality stuff.
What even issue right now?
And this room is full of it. How much are these worth, Did you get all of this through that Aranova gimmick?
I like the little overtures, because she's a cat after all.
Some of it is family fortune, while the rest came from my business as a dressmaster. Don't liken the flame-chase work to your shady dealings.
I guess Aglaia must have come from a pretty rich family, huh?
Wow. I should have busted down your door instead of going around like a thief. Well, spill. Why are you giving me so much money?
Payment for doing work. You're worth this much.
Yeah, I mean, she's a demigod. That's a one-of-one kind of service.
Did you forget my stance to all this? I thought I made myself very clear.
You wish to run away. Run away from your responsibilities, from the prophecy, and from your destiny. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change.
That's an intense prophecy line to have.
I understand this prophecy weighs on you immensely. That is why I have never reproached the demigod of trickery for running away. But I need you right now, so don't turn me down.
You know, maybe the gods got your tongue with their golden threads, Aglaia. I'm not hearing any sincerity in your words.
Well, she did... Uh-oh. Stream not saying that again. My stream didn't drop, did it? I don't think any dropped frames. Maybe that's because the stream died hard enough that I got hacked. Let's see. What does stream manager say? Yeah, that's a 2-minute session. Okay, well, I guess my stream died. Sorry about that, guys. I honestly didn't even notice. Whoopsie. It never stopped on my end, is there a weird thing? Well, it says 0 frames now, so I guess we just keep vibing, huh? Yeah, we just keep it going. Okay.
Give me a reason why you're bowing your noble head to me.
Noble
We
head.
lost Trian.
It's true.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Because speaking of sincerity, I feel like Cypher's words have lacked some sincerity here. So, yeah, we'll just get back into it. If anyone's watching and is missing something, let me know what's up. Hey, first time chatter, Cashew Giagia. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today.
The divine power of passages is running out. I need another demigod to escort Castorice and help her fulfill her lifelong wish.
We're just enjoying the hundreds of text boxes that Honkai Star Rail's 3.2 patch has for us today.
Oh, I get it now. You're sending Castorice to her death. And you want me to die with her.
Well, that seems a little harsh. That's a little rude.
This is Castorice's own request. I have never seen her so determined.
She brought this up herself? You're not pulling my leg.
Well, she is doing it with someone else, which definitely helps with
She's also made up her mind to leave her confused past behind. As will you, Cypher, when you finally make up your mind.
Don't be so sure. Time is hard in the likes of you and I. But Castorice remains pure as driven snow. She can always turn back before the end, you know? Maybe she'll remember Trian's sacrifice. Maybe she'll remember the countless martyred Chrysos heirs.
Jeez.
Maybe she'll remember you. With your one foot in the grave.
What do you mean by that?
I ain't as optimistic as you about what she'll want to do.
A little confused by that line. I don't think we have any reason to believe Aglaia's half dead. I also have to say to that, Cypher, Aglaia's known Castorice much more intimately for much more longer than you have. I feel like I trust her view of things more than you do in this regard.
Tell you what. Why don't I take this room of treasures as a security deposit? And we make a bet.
It's still surreal how Castorice broke the game on release. Broke the game, do you mean because of her global passive, or do you mean just because of her general power level?
Go on.
Let's suspect.
I bet she'll change her mind and turn back. Now, if I lose, I'll do what you want me to do. Return this deposit to you, plus giving you another room full of treasures. How does that sound?
How flexible she is in endgame content, so you do mean the power level. Yeah, you're totally right. She is very strong. both for single target and AoE, because her AoE is just that good.
You sound like you have all the confidence in the world. In that case, let's make a pact with those conditions. I hope you're prepared to lose it all.
I do hope that Cypher loses for our sake. I'm kind of a big fan of not dying.
I want to win. So I hope you two can give up on going to Styxia. I'll give all the treasures in that room to you. And you can split it between yourselves.
Yeah,
however you
that's
want.
not gonna happen. Treasures really aren't really worth much if we're, you know, dead. So I'm gonna have to decline.
What do you think? Tempting, right?
Not even a little bit. Yeah, I'm almost dead. What do you still have for money?
I decline. If we don't find the Death Titan, his soul will...
Oh?
Yeah, it's kind of bigger things at stake here than cash.
I can't go into the details, but we have to go to Styxia.
I really don't get how. Princess, homebuddy, you keep talking about needing to find Thanatos, about getting rid of your curse.
Cypher was
you don't
gaslighting.
care about anything else. But did you ever live for your own pleasure? Even for just one day?
Like, what do you mean by that?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying, contrary to your beliefs, Aglaia didn't take you in just so you can die for her Aranova.
She took you in because you're the new generation of power creep.
The flame chase journey walks hand in hand with sacrifices. Isn't that why you're always running away from Lady Aglaia?
Fine. Never mind. We all have our own problems. I ain't gonna say anything anymore.
Wow.
It's not like I was gonna honor that bet anyway.
I mean, okay. Hold on. Is God of Trickery also being God of Lies? Because I guess? But like, that doesn't seem like a trick. That seems like straight up, I've lied to you. Bye-bye.
But listen to me. Styxia is no tourist destination.
Well, no
Sure,
shit.
the treasures buried in there are 10, no, 50 times richer than Aglaia's vault.
That's a big number.
Yet, I've never been there. And I never plan to. Because even a demigod can't be sure they can walk out of that place alive.
Well, this isn't going well.
And now I'm supposed to escort you to Styxia. Sure. Pay up.
Fuck you mean pay up? Aglaia already paid you. Yeah, Aglaia's already paid for me, it sounds like.
Her payment was in gold and precious stones, which only covers the living passenger. You need to pay me as a member of the dead.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
I don't like this. However, I have lived a longer life than most people. Though I'm not as good at doing business as Lady Aglaia, I still have some savings. I can give them all to you.
Cypher is freaking rude, dude. Oh, hey, Cashew, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it.
Then
Hope you
how
enjoy.
are you going to live the rest of your life?
Stay content. Just wanted to stop by and say hello, have a fun stream, broski. Well, thank you for saying hi and for the follow. I will be here, slowly undergoing brain death, and wishing I could be playing endgame content, but feeling bound by duty to go through the story on stream. So, I'll be clicking text boxes.
Then I'll give you 90. No, 80%.
That laugh is kooky, bro.
Well, don't mind if I do. 80% of Castorice's savings and a bottle of dew of divine blood.
Enjoy the story for real, for real. It's
Not a
good.
bad trade.
The story itself is good. I just wish that we got some more puzzles and combat in the middle of it. Also, I never agreed to give her my dew of divine blood. Hold on a second. Don't forget to give Castorice's jewelry back. Where's my option for give me my dew of divine blood back? I didn't. I thought I liked her. She's kind of a bitch. No, that's uncalled for. It's literally her thing to be someone of trickery. But she also just straight up stole that.
Okay. I didn't know you hold grudges. gray mystery.
Oh, I will. I'm gonna keep talking about this Dew of Divine Blood until you give it back.
Here! Catch. Be careful with that.
That's a nice ring.
A minor change in plans, though. Don't go to the bath tomorrow. Come look for me at Akima's city gates instead.
Man, what if there's another trick?
So, why are you changing the meeting
Because this lady seems like she literally cannot stop lying.
Oh, nothing really. Just a bit scared of the seamstress's frosty face. I wouldn't stay a second longer in Akima if it were up to me.
Really? She prefers it among the Black Tide? That's crazy. I guess she doesn't have the power of a demigod, though.
Now that we've struck a deal, why don't I give you guys a lift
I don't
back?
want your pickpocket fingers touching me.
It's gonna be a long ride. So have a good rest.
What just happened? I don't really know what just happened, but apparently we're next to Akima now. Where am I? Is this my room? How did I get back here? This is a coin? A cipher? She even tucked me in? Okay, hold on. I mean, if she's tucking us in, that's pretty nice. God damn it. Never mind, it's getting late. I better get going. She chloroformed me! Great mystery. These formal addresses at the start of letters are such a hassle, and you've already read these useless Phantom Thief letters. Damn. I love Princess Homebuy's gift here. Take good care of it. Remember, skip to Bass. Come straight to Akima City Gate to find me. You know I have no patience. Come in, I'll leave without you clear. P.S. Yes, someone who tucked you in. You're welcome. The kitty Phantom Thief. Okay. I mean, she is funny. She gave us a do back! Okay, she's only base. Base individual. Base individual. Confirmed. Oh, I need some gameplay to give me some dopamine. Let me get into Star Rail World here. Just look at some numbers go up. Where we at here? 1.5 GG. I can't really buy much more with that. 6th place. 60 G's behind Biggie, behind Nova. That's not good. Can I afford any level ups right now? We could do a Ron May level up or a Aventurine level up. Ron May's probably the better of the two. Okay, a plus is a plus. Alright. Such a fun game mode. I wonder if I'll be able to get to ZZ in the next month. That's a fun goal. Try to get there before the game ends. Probably won't be able to though. It seems like we're hitting a wall now that there are new characters to unlock, and no new upgrades outside of the 99 levels of the research prep. It's time to leave Akima and meet with Cypher though. Have we fixed this one yet? Will we get some fresh nectar if we do this? It is new. Nice. The lamp has been extinguished, but with our help it is now reignited. I love it. Alright, hopefully we're not late. I really like the Dromos models. They're fun. Oh! Nice. Anyways. I really do want to end today's stream in Styxia, which it seems like we might be able to do, so that is exciting. Praying that we won't have like a Naxa POV as we leave for Styxia. That would be very sad. So while I'm walking here, I do want to say that theory I mentioned earlier.
There seems to be a
So at one point I said I feel like Finan, or sorry, the Flame Reaver might be Finan from the past, or from the future. I'm getting this all mixed up. I once said that Finan might be the Flame Reaver, a future version of Finan. Because this world is playing with some timey-wimey BS, like with what Mem is doing. However, after realizing that there is a cyclical nature to the history of Emphorius, as Anaxa put it, now I am considering that the Flame Reaver may be the Finan equivalent of the past world, and that they went crazy to watch all their friends die. Maybe it's this Kaus individual. I honestly believe it'll probably be a Dead Ringer for a Finan. I think it'll be a Finan lookalike when you take that helmet off. Which will be very interesting to see.
Bright and sunny. Just the weather for farewells.
Sure.
You're here.
I was planning on doing it. Really? Just the three of us?
Totally. The trio team is the best set up to reach the finals.
I don't know what you mean by that, but okay.
No need, I already told her. She's fine with it.
Did you actually, though?
You sure know how to put me in a spot, Castorice. I need to travel with you, but I can't touch you. What a bother.
I can't pickpocket the goddess of death. So sad.
Sorry. Aw, I was just teasing. Don't take it to heart. Did you know that the legends say you have to put an obol into the mouth of the dead or over their eyes if you want them to successfully cross the River of Souls and enter the Netherrealm?
I've heard such a thing.
That's the fairy fare for entering the Netherrealm. However, I honestly won't ask you to pay this time. I'll pay. And then we'll just have to go through the motions.
What do you mean by that? Just how much have you swindled Castorice?
Don't worry. It's not a lot.
It's 80% of your
All right,
savings.
pass me the coin. It's time to get the gods' powers going. A fleet-footed trip to the Netherrealm. Here we come.
I kind of feel like it's gonna be another trick. But let's see it.
One last thing before we go. I gotta give you this piece of advice, especially to you, Princess Homebody. You can't catch the wind by waiting. You only live once. So make the most of every moment you have.
So true. But I do like how Cypher looks. I definitely want to pull for her next version, depending on what her kid is like. Not to mention just a Nihility enjoyer. I think I have every single Nihility character except Jiao Cho, because I don't respect what they did to this kid. Jiao Cho should have been a Fei Xiao support. Making him an Acheron support out of nowhere is super weird and cringe.
Get ready. Be steady. Hi, your turn.
Weird.
Don't be nervous. After all, it'll be gone in the blink of an eye. All done. Bye.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm absolutely pulling for her no matter what.
Are you feeling all right?
Dude, I love speedster characters. You know, I've been a Sonic boy since my childhood, so I gotta pull for. I didn't realize she did that. Let's see, yeah, dude, agreed. Nove. Also, welcome in, Nove. Hope you're doing well, but completely agreed. I am actually like 100% pulling for her now. Holy, that was cool, dude. Also, I gotta admit, her outfit is like kind of good too. I love the hoodie up. It's nice seeing like unique outfits in this game. We have so many dresses, and she is wearing high heels, so she's not being the high heel Hoyoverse allegations. But aside from that, I really feel like her outfit's pretty unique, and I appreciate that. I'm kind of tired of a dress in every other character. Girl character. I swear she was speeding.
She's the demigod of trickery. When she flips the coin of whimsy into the air, she gains incredible speed that lets her travel anywhere in an instant.
So cool. Is she FTL? We need power scalers to tell us how good Cypher is based on that feat. If only we knew the distance between Akuma and Styxia.
Just like how she clearly had no intention of lingering here for even a second longer. We can only depend on ourselves for the rest of the way.
I do feel the need to ask how we're gonna get out of here. I guess getting out of here is really just gonna be like hoping that when we find Thanatos, Castorice can help us out.
Don't worry, Mem's here to help.
Oh, I'm glad Mem made it across. Did you pay your fare, Mem?
I don't think I even meet the height requirement for the ticket, so I won't need one, right?
She's too short for this ride. Hello, what's a new character called that revives your team using global ability? That is, I feel like I'm walking into something here, but I'm actually curious to see where this goes. So that is Castorice.
This is Styxia, the city of dragons and waves. Anaxa hypothesizes that the missing Thanatos is somewhere in these
Finally,
realms.
a new area that's filled with danger and something to do. I'm so excited.
This is the land of their birth. Or perhaps of their death.
The moon is very pretty here, I have to say. Any other clues?
Anaxa had used a secret alchemical art to temporarily fuse his soul with Circe's and Kephae.
Which sounds forbidden.
And when he was on the verge of death, he was pulled by Thanatos and caught a glimpse of the flowing river of souls.
I heard you and Kiri talking about it the other day. I was talking to some other friends that play HSR, and you have not heard about the game-breaking character. Yeah, well, here's the thing, is that I might have been too harsh on that stream. How I feel like Castorice really changes from day to day. But the thing is, so this is Castorice. This is the character that has the global passive. The thing that makes it weird, and why I understand why not everyone is against it, is because the ability itself is not game-breaking. All it gives is a revive in any team, even if she's not on it. Which is really good, but it's not like you're gonna clear content. If your team was only doing, 20% of your boss's health before dying, doing another 20% still isn't gonna help you. For all of the content where it's time-gated, is based on how quickly you do it, being able to survive really isn't gonna help most of the time, if you're still too slow damage-wise. My problem with the global passive is this new mechanic to the game. It's kind of breaking the game in the sense that it is changing the game. And I think the precedent is really, really bad. Because all of the endgame we have is currently time-based, which is why the revive isn't too bad. But if they ever add in a offensive global passive, that's when I think things go from bad to unfair levels of power creep. Because then you will have a character that will objectively make clearing endgame content easier for any team. So it's not that she herself is game breaking, it's that she's adding what I would call a predatory mechanic to the game. And a mechanic that I subjectively think is unhealthy for me. And is greedy of the developers, you could even say. But she's a good character besides that. I don't hate the character. I'm just sad that they saddled a nice character and a cool kit with something that I vehemently disagree with.
This alchemy, considered a sacrilegious act,
blasphemy,
might actually make the souls of mortals and titans attract each other.
Lol. Fair. And if people disagree with me, that's totally fine. Like I said, it's subjective. It's just not something I'll personally want to support, but I agree, make something stupidly OP and people throw all their money towards it, making the company lots of money, which I think is what it comes down to. I think Castorice is kind of softening us up for the next character. Because she is kind of OP. She's the new Firefly, I think. I've seen people's numbers with her. They are insane. And those numbers have nothing to do with her passive. That's just her damage numbers being kooky. She's Jinglu 2.0, which I guess doesn't make sense to a non-HSR player, but she's really, really good without the passive. But yeah, I don't know. I'm concerned about where HSR is going to go from here. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. If they keep releasing GPs where they stay defensive, I'll probably keep not caring. It's when we get a really impactful offensive global passive where my problems are really going to come to a head.
Even though Thanatos has been missing for 1,000 years, and even their followers haven't been able to find them, perhaps that special attraction could summon them here.
Sure. And that really is also because of how all the endgame content is time-based. My tune would also change if they ever release like a really grueling mode that is how you can survive instead of how quickly you can clear. Because then all of a sudden, our free revive and other defensive GPs become really nice for that game. But it is definitely, I guess, good on the design of the developers that they did a defensive one when all the hardest to clear content does not care about whether or not your characters live. Well, not entirely true. You do have to clear with all your characters surviving in Memories of Chaos to get 3 stars. But I mean, it's not that hard to do. I don't know.
Oh, so are we going to use that Philosopher's Stone to conjure the Titan?
Book acquired. I don't know
I guess
why.
that's the only way.
That's there.
The only leads we have now are the name of this city and the fairy tale about the dragon.
Thanatos is even more mysterious than I am.
Why are you pulling? She's just pulling shit out. She's just going through the scroll wheel like it's GTA. I wonder how many pulls were made for Castorice. That's a good question. Personally, I did not pull, even though I'm tempted to. I like her character, and I freaking love dragons, so I'm gonna pull for her on the rerun. But I'm not throwing my money at the initial release as my own little baby protest. That doesn't mean much, but you know, it's something. It makes me feel a bit better about the whole thing.
Indeed.
But I sure...
Even one as erudite as Anaxa could only point us to this place, and no further.
Sure.
We will be entering the unknown as soon as we take our first
Erudite's
steps.
a good word.
But that won't be the first time in my long journeys.
Sure. Oh, what was I gonna say? Flip my mind. Oh yeah, but I'm pretty sure Honkai Star went up to #1 gacha rankings for revenue this patch. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the polls were pretty good. There's actually are poll charts. I wonder if they have one with Castorice updated. HSR, poll. It's like HSR poll graph. Sure. Does that give us anything? No, because Warp Tracker counts only your own gacha pity, which isn't helpful. So I think the most recent data poll is like from 3 months ago, so probs in the thousands? Probably. Easily in the thousands. Probably tens of thousands.
That, rather than standing still, taking action is by far the better option.
Well, I mean, okay.
Perhaps fate might take pity on us today and show some
Feels
compassion.
like this is a very lukewarm take. Like, yes, Castorice, I agree, we should move instead of standing here. Very good observation. Let's get going. Cruel night oppresses unfortunate mortals. Let me guess, this is gonna be a Thanatos thing? Divine Echo of Death, the Hand of Shadow. Bearer of fate, steals within the souls. We pray you stay far from us to make the dying of a person a blessing. Neat. Wow. Very pretty scene, though. Because I gotta say, outside of a global pass now existing in the game, I've enjoyed everything about 3. Well, outside of that, and the amount of yapping in the story, I've enjoyed everything about 3.2. And in particular, I think the sets have really freaking cooked. Are they just an open world like Genshin? Not really. It does have pretty decently big worlds. Oh.
Go back.
I don't wanna. That's so pretty. It does have.
Lies the realm of the dead.
I'm trying to talk here, lady. Are you done? Thank you. That's pretty expensive worlds you can walk around in, find secret chests, and fight monsters and take side quests. But it's not open world. I can't call it open world in good conscience. If nothing else, we don't have a jump button. And there aren't any, like, giant planes you can just walk across. Everything is, like... I don't know. I wouldn't call it open world, for whatever reason. I think it's a little too confined. But there's a lot to do in its areas. And the set designs they have are very pretty. It's the River of Souls. According to Emporius, a certain hero of Castle Kremnos was dipped upside down into the River of Souls at birth by his mother, leaving its waters with greater invulnerability. However, because the mother held him by his ankle, that's why it remained untouched by the river, leaving a single weak point. That's Achilles, huh? Perhaps it's time to get out of here. I don't really want to do that right now. No, touch me! Died by the River of Souls! That's a big butterfly. Are you gonna talk to me?
What a beautiful butterfly. Is it talking to us?
It might be.
This is a eulogistic butterfly. They are found in places where many have met their demise.
Oh, that implies it's a butterfly that eats corpses. That's metal.
In Idonia, some think of them as manifestations of Thanatos' benevolence. By turning the lingering obsessions of the deceased into these creatures, it is as if the Titan has made life into a specimen.
Or it's a butterfly that eats dead flesh.
Others think of them as Thanatos' messengers that guide the departed to the nether realm.
Or it's a scavenging butterfly.
The second theory sounds more believable. After all, the things they're saying are rather, direct.
But it's a talking butterfly, so it's probably not a normal animal, to be fair.
Perhaps. But the fact that we're able to hear their whispers proves that we're fast approaching the realm of the dead.
Bum bum bum! Cool. If I'm not gonna be able to clear this area today, I probably only have actually only 10 minutes left here, honestly. But let's find the I want to go inside. I have to at least go inside. Is that a nymph I can catch? Trade a worm. Okay, that's what the nymphs of Styxia look like, I see. Lots of collectibles to get in HSR too, which is fun. Treasures, puzzles, collectibles, and the like.
These shadowy figures. Are they illusions reflected by the River of Soul?
It would make sense. Also, do we have cast as a trial right now? No, we're just doing our own thing. That's fine.
Bulls.
Hello, dead sir?
Want to buy any fish?
I do not want ghost fish. Sorry.
He can see us?
Wait. More living people.
Yeah.
I'm not selling my fish to living people. You lot are too shameless.
Ghost fish, only for ghost people.
If I ever see her again, I will.
Could it be that you're all dead souls that never achieved rest?
Seems likely.
The nether realm does
not sound good.
Exists. Titan.
Homie is struggling.
Rejects you. Me.
And here I was thinking that death would actually get rid of lung problems. Take this as a lesson, everyone. Clearly, smoking follows you into the afterlife. Don't enter heaven or hell sounding like this guy.
So, do you want to buy any fish?
I thought you weren't selling to the living.
But there aren't any fish nearby.
Other fish gone.
Oh, you gotta make him crash out, man.
The people are gone too. I can only keep selling fish. So, do you want to buy any fish?
No, I do not want to buy any fish.
Apologies. I don't have much in the way of savings.
No?
But perhaps there's another way for me to release you from your suffering.
She once had much in the way of savings, and then Cypher took 80% of it.
Please relax. May you fall asleep peacefully amid a gentle field of flowers.
There you go. This. Oh, wow, look at that. I didn't realize you could do that to the dead.
I knew it. These people aren't illusions. They're the souls of the deceased.
I don't know why you thought it'd be illusions. We're in the city of the dead.
They're supposed to reach the end of the west wind by floating down the river of souls. Yet, they have floundered upon the shoals of the stream, unable to move forward.
Thanks for letting me know, I guess. That was weird. I didn't.
Thanatos reject them? Or perhaps they didn't really die at all?
Well, that second one's a weird thought. What, they just had their souls sucked out of them? They're still in the same situation as
I have
me, is
no
what you're
idea.
saying?
This circumstance is completely unprecedented. Hang on. Didn't he say more living people?
He did.
So that means he's seen other members of the living apart from us? Could it be that these souls are stuck here due to someone's deceit?
Could be that story of the
If
dragon.
something is done out of goodwill, are you really gonna call it deceit?
Did Cypher come with us after all?
Goodwill? I can't see anything good out of... Wait a minute. Lady Cypher.
She's actually sticking around.
That's
How nice
me.
of her. Are you dead too?
I still belong to the land of the living as of now. Thank you very much.
I'm just checking. I'm just asking.
Could
I'm
it
just
be
asking
that
questions.
you are the living being that those souls met?
I couldn't take their behavior anymore. So I stole some things
Cypher,
here.
you
and
stole
made up some lies
Ghostfish!
there.
You can't just do
Just
that!
trying to give them something to look forward to, you know?
Just already suffering enough. That's not okay.
It's because of vile living creatures like you that we're being misunderstood by all of them.
Damn, that was the roast. Vile living creature? That's crazy.
What else am I supposed to do? You can see the mess this place is in. These poor souls are denied by the Netherrealm. So now they're stuck in a few brief moments of their life. Unable to move forward or back.
Speech to a zombie is a scary thought? Absolutely true, dude. Isn't there like a deceased comic? Like a zombie DC comic? I bet Zombie Flash was a serious problem in that line. I'm not much of a comic reader, but that sounds familiar to me.
Did you see those two blacksmiths on the way?
Nope.
They've been here for as long as the sun's been around, wailing over and over about casting a shield. Styxia is so freaky.
It's impressive how crass and cynical Cypher is. Gosh.
Then why have you come back, Lady Cypher?
Hey, I'm not here to aid your adventure. I hate water more than anything else in this world.
Okay, she really is just a cat.
Especially that stinky river of souls.
What the fuck? Take a shower! Bro, Cypher must stink! Oh my god. Do not be downwind of the demigod of trickery. It will not end well for you. You think there is? Yeah, it sounds familiar. Is there like, hold on, now I'm curious. We don't have much time left. I'm gonna do this anyways. I've hit my main goal for this stream. That was getting into Styxia, so we can have a little fun. Oh yeah. Look at that. That would not be good. I would not want to mess around with that. Ah! Coming to eat your brains at the speed of sound. She outruns through stank. True. She uses the winds to clean up. It totally works.
But, I just discovered some stuff before I left. And I reckon you should know about it.
Oh, yeah?
It's about that boy who defied death. I found traces of him here.
Me or Anaxa?
Lord Mighty?
Mighty?
Oh, right. That's his name. Well, now you know. As for whether that info is actually useful, that's for you lot to figure out.
I like how Mem is just slouching here while we talk.
So long, Princess Homebody. So long, Grey Mystery.
Could I see her flash away again? Please do a speedster thing. No, we just got black screen.
She disappeared just like that?
I wanted to see the lightning, dude. If they cook with her animations, I'm gonna be morally obligated to pull for her in her light code. I pray they are in the kitchen right now, making Cypher's moves insanely cool.
Lady Cypher has always
I need
been
a Quicksilver seed
free spirit
inside of HSR.
In any case, she has brought us some valuable information.
I don't know if it's helpful though.
If Lord Mighty is also somewhere along the river shoals right now, then he will certainly become our signpost. After all, he's different from those wandering souls. He will find his way, even in the realm of the dead.
Okay, but why would he be there? Isn't that really bad if he's whatever. How are you supposed to get over there?
Don't worry. It's time for me to shine.
Literally?
Ornyx's rune of recollection is nearby. Use prayers to return the river to before it got flooded.
Wowee. I'm gonna finish with that. Let's go through the mirror, we'll open that chest.
Hey, over here!
And then go across the river, because I want to go across the river once. That sounds really fun.
All?
I want to see it. But then I might end it here, because we're at 1 o'clock here, and I've achieved my main goal. Hopefully next time we come back, we can do an extra long HSR stream and get the story squared away. For now, let's use this new rune of recollection. With the rune in possession, the miracle orb's illumination radius moves us through character and reverses the surrounding space-time. Neato!
Ornyx's miracle has appeared.
We love Ornyx's miracle.
Amazing! It's like we're inside a giant bubble. Even the river got parted.
It's pretty useful. I don't know why, we can actually even go up here. Now, that is interesting. Very fun. I don't know why Mem is surprised, though. She's the one who told us to do this. No! No! My treasure! Come back! No! God! This is so sad. No!
So this path
Let me
actually
in!
didn't exist back then?
Let me in! Hoyo caught another one. That's also interesting. What's that? What does this imply? That this bridge didn't exist before the River of Souls flooded. Someone lived here for a time? That's an interesting thought. Hoyo caught another one. Man, I can't believe they have an achievement for it and everything. That's crazy. Anything cool over here? Oh! We actually found the worm in the path. Okay, cool. Past. Not path. Come on. Okay, so at least this one I got trolled yet again. But we got something out of that one, so I feel a little bit better.
There are wandering souls of the
Let me
deceased
in.
here as well.
Let me in. So apologize.
We must first return to the present before we can communicate
Yeah,
with them.
communicate with them. I have a treasure chest to grab. Wait. Oh, I can't get over there because... Wait, no. I went this way. Yeah. I'll fight you all! Give me my fucking basic treasure! I need those 5G.
Pretty good crowd today.
I need it.
Keep up. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
I'll rock you all to death if I have to.
Expand your thinking. I don't have time.
We're gonna have to go for the basic here. Well, we can do this. Ultimate. We have 3 waves. Maybe I shouldn't use that ultimate here, but whatever, it's fine. It's a button to press. Never saw a shield, so you can just throw something here. Well, that's the best team for this fight. I don't have gas.
Watch your head.
But I could have thrown out, like, what's good against lightning that right now? This would be a different Acheron beat up. But oh well.
This song's for you.
Curiosity. Endless riddle.
Let's see if this kills.
Nothing but a boy.
Not quite. Look at you living.
Turn it up. Hopeless as ever.
Frick. I was hoping that one would die. Because I'm not going to use the enhanced AoE on a single person. That's a touch disappointing. Oh well. Looks like Herta's going to get him immediately, so it buffs. Wow! Look at living. Impressive.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe
Bust.
I'll take it off.
Hopeless as ever.
I got the minimum number of stacks. I needed 2. I needed 2 or more to get his follow-up attack, and I got 1. That's crazy.
Expand your thinking.
Hold on. Might be gutsy of me. I would love to get this up.
Oh.
Is that enough? Yes, it is.
Never seen perfection.
Basic here.
Curiosity.
Ultimate.
Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
And blast him.
Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
You do enjoy the Herta.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
It's time. That chest will be mine. Time is my friend. Now I can end the stream without regrets. I kind of hit the microphone there. Whoopsie. Oh, right. Do that for some ambrosial do wheel work too. Just ignore me. I'm just trying to be a good community service member. Fantastic. All right. Ooh. Yeah, a little bit more of those. Ooh. Another treasure chest. Double rewarded. But yeah, there's a space anchor right here. So we are going to leave it here for today, friends. Next time we play Horrorverse, which might, at the latest, will be next Friday. 8 days from now. Maybe earlier, depending on what I want to play next week. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to be playing next week yet. But it probably will be next Friday, admittedly, because I'm going to be off Friday, Saturday, Sunday this weekend. I'll be back Monday. Then I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'm kind of taking a decent stream break. Hope you all can forgive me for that. But it's so that I can enjoy some time with my friends and then still get to take my usual time off. The time off of my Tuesday and Wednesday isn't really me doing nothing. It's me doing time to focus on like searching for a job and such. So it is something I want to take that I did not take this week because I did want to get more streams out since I won't be available this weekend. But so it is important I get that time when I can. Or else I would feel like I was just throwing everything I have into the streams, which it's a fun thought, but I think streaming, it's more realistic to see this as a hobby and a way to chat with fellow enthusiasts than a actual career I have a chance of getting, which maybe that's less realistic, more defeatist. I don't know. There's something to be said for that. But I also think it's less stressful, and I think I make better content when I'm not trying to make this my job. I'm not trying to push you guys to subscribe to me, I'm just trying to have a good time. And I think that leads to a better time for both parties, personally. Whether that's right or not, I don't know. It's my brand. That's how I choose to enjoy my Twitch time. Let's find something to raid out into, though. Pal Mao ZZZ. Rare only has 33 viewers on the Bazaar. It's crazy. That's because the patch just started, right? Yeah, it's 5 minutes in. But we're not going to raid into Rare, and that I am too small to raid that guy. Maybe someday I can be cool enough to do that. I think I'm going to raid into my homie, Your Pal Mal. He's playing some ZZZ, so keep into Hoyo family. Yeah, it's been a little bit since we've raided him. So yeah, we'll do that. I hope everyone had fun today. I'm really glad I get to chat with y'all, because it makes getting through these long swaths of dialogue more entertaining. The story is good, but it only takes so much at a time, especially when the good story is interrupted with these like aside conversations that don't really add much, in my opinion. It's really not that they don't add much, it's that they should be like breaks in between moments of tension, I guess is my problem. But I don't know. Maybe they'll be more condensed next version. For now, if you are a lovely follower, you can rate out with that message. If you are a grateful subscriber, you can rate out with this one. I will see you later, ARP indeed. Thank you for hanging out alongside Nova and Garden. Shout out to Cashew for being a new follower. Appreciate you. Shout out to Rachel and Biggie for hanging out. Shout out for all of y'all for just being wonderful people. I hope you all have a great weekend. Happy Easter to anyone who celebrates it. Stay healthy. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.